Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's your man, the Grass Ninja. Welcome to the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit the bell and everything. Today's video comes to us from one of you guys in the community. Unfortunately, I cannot find the original comment anymore, but essentially, this theory is brought to me by one of you. I read every comment, so definitely drop them down below at the end of the video. Let me know what you guys are thinking, because today, we are covering one of the craziest theories I've run into, which is the Chakra fruit mutation theory, my original dub. Now look, essentially this theory is going to cover who and what the Otsutsukis are, how you become an Otsutsuki, and how that affects the Naruto manga, since we saw in the anime, Kaguya was pregnant when she ate the Chakra fruit. Now, that has huge ramifications and implications on Hagoromo and Hamura's biology. And we have to talk about that because we learn a lot about the Chakra fruit now that we're like 80-something chapters into the Boruto manga. We've learned a lot more about the Otsutsuki. But everybody already knows there's going to be some hater who's going to point out that, hey, the Naruto anime scenes you're talking about are filler, it's not canon, it doesn't count, we don't know. So I have to also pull evidence from the manga just to support the idea that yes, Kaguya was indeed pregnant while she ate the fruit. Okay, so in the anime we clearly have this visual of Kaguya indeed being pregnant while she approached the divine tree and then ate its chakra fruit. Okay, and we also learn a lot more about the divine tree and the chakra fruit in Boruto. But in the Naruto manga, right? If you want to open up your Naruto Bible and meet me on chapter 670, we'll learn from Hagoromo who Kaguya is and what happened when he had to fight the Ten Tails, right? So, Hagoromo tells us that Kaguya came to this place from a faraway realm in order to claim the fruit of the divine tree. The chakra fruit of the very same divine tree you guys have seen in this war today. Kaguya consumed the fruit, gained its power, and then subdued the land. Naruto interrupts and asks if Kaguya was stronger than him. Hagoromo tells him that Kaguya was more powerful than any other. Later, right, so after that interruption, because he just says Kaguya ate the fruit and gained its power, he says later Kaguya bore children. We brothers, to atone for mother's crimes, battled the Ten Tails, which is an incarnation of the divine tree. The divine tree thought that it was robbed of its chakra fruit, went on a rampage in an attempt to recover it. And the manga panels are showing this rampage. Hagoromo and Hamura are fighting the Ten Tails, so it's trying to reclaim its chakra while rampaging and going berserk against Hagoromo and Hamura. Okay, so even Hagoromo is saying that Kaguya ate the fruit, then had kids, and the Ten Tails divine tree was trying to attack them to reclaim its lost chakra fruit. So, if we jump even further, Naruto chapter 681, we have an even more confirmed source on this, coming from Kaguya herself, or I guess Black Zetsu, which is essentially Kaguya's will, okay? So, Naruto chapter 681, catch up with me if you want to, but from Black Zetsu, he says, first off, the Ten Tails is not just the divine tree, it is Mother herself as well. It wasn't the divine tree's incarnation trying to reclaim its chakra, but Mother's will attempting to take back the chakra that had been dispersed into her children. Even Hagoromo did not know of this truth. So, Black Zetsu, like 10-something chapters later, tells us that Hagoromo is mistaken. While she did eat the fruit and everything, and that she did share the chakra fruit with her children, the Ten Tails is Kaguya. The Ten Tails in the Divine Tree aren't fighting, trying to reclaim its lost fruit. Kaguya is purposefully weaponizing the Divine Tree to steal her children's chakra because she doesn't feel they are worthy of the power she shared with them, right? She's trying to kill them because they betrayed her. She's like, you're not worthy of the power I've given you. When she means that, that's because the power comes from the chakra fruit. Even in the manga, they depict Hagoromo and Hamura next to the fruit of the divine tree when Black Zetsu is explaining this. Okay, so even in the manga, they're suggesting that Kaguya was pregnant when she ate the fruit. Now, why is this so important? Well, because we learn in Boruto, we learn basically so much about the Otsutsuki and the divine tree and the chakra fruit. So even if you're like, bro, Naruto's ending was so whack, bro, they ruined it with Kaguya and stuff, which is a fair criticism, I'm not denying it. But if that's the reason you don't like Kaguya or the Otsutsuki clan or their introduction or anything, well, I'm sorry, bro. But essentially, this has huge ramifications on the end of Naruto, alright? Because we've learned in Boruto who and what the Otsutsuki are, and all of the different ways you could technically become an Otsutsuki. So let's talk about this, because I feel like we're a little bit confused, right? We're misled on how you become an Otsutsuki. So for one, let's just talk about the Otsutsukis we know about with the main branch Otsutsuki. So when it comes to becoming an Otsutsuki, right? For one, this is super meta. It's like outside of the verse or whatever, but Kishimoto could technically just introduce a new main branch Otsutsuki. Now, I can already tell you guys are rolling your eyes off that one, but look, we just learned about Shibai Otsutsuki, the god of the clan, right? This dude literally created the Otsutsuki Creed, which is the will Ishiki told Code to follow. He also set up all the rules about Otsutsukis traveling in pairs, which is insane, because if we learned about Shibai, and we know Otsutsukis travel in pairs, where's Shibai's partner? So that already leaves the window open for Kishimoto to introduce at least one more Otsutsuki. We also have the damaged Otsutsuki panels within the Ten Tails dimension, where Code is creating his army of claw grimes. So we have those two damaged panels. We did just learn about Shibai, so at least one of them could be Shibai Otsutsuki, right? And the other one is some other mystery Otsutsuki we don't have about. So like I said, at least one more main branch member. But if those two panels have nothing to do with Shibai, right? Because he's on a different tier. He's not on the same hierarchical plane as those like Kaguya and Momoshiki and Ishii. Like, would his panel really be next to those dudes? Who knows? So if those two destroyed panels have nothing to do with Shibai, then that means they're Shibai's mystery partner, and then the two missing Otsutsukis from the damaged panel, which means at most Kishimoto could introduce 3 more main branch members, okay? I'm not even joking. So becoming an Otsutsuki, you could just get written into the story as one by Kishimoto, alright? But in all seriousness, Boruto has confirmed that you can actually be transformed into an Otsutsuki through the Karma Seal, right? We learn through Jigen first, right? Amado straight up says that Jigen is an Otsutsuki, right? But it's more accurate to say that he became an Otsutsuki. Jigen was once a regular human, just a monk who lived on the earth thousands of years ago, okay? And then Jigen was taken over by Ishiki, and eventually he got the Karma Seal. We learned that the Karma Seal is an Otsutsuki backup file, and it basically is embedded into whoever the vessel is, and over time, it dissolves and transforms their DNA into that of an Otsutsuki. Once your karma has extracted 100% of the data, you are no different than the Otsutsuki. You're suitable sacrifice, you can use all their powers, your DNA and physiology and biology are no different, okay? So you could be transformed into an Otsutsuki through the Karma Seal. You could also just be born into the clan. Now, for some reason, the Otsutsuki clan are like celibate or whatever. I mean, I guess it makes sense when you can't die or whatever. If you're like living for millions of millennia, like there really is no urge to like, you know, create the next generation or whatever. But we learn through Kaguya that they are compatible with humans enough to create new life and basically have, like, do the dirty and create kids, bro. So they're biologically similar enough to procreate, which means you could have legitimate offspring, and that means you could be born a legitimate Otsutsuki. Now, this is really where the chakra fruit mutation comes into play, because like I said, You could be born into it, but technically that would just make you a 50% hybrid Otsutsuki, like how Kaguya's children are commonly believed to be half human, half Otsutsuki. But I'm telling you guys right now, if we approach the Naruto story with this Dragon Ball logic of like, oh, they're like half stands, you're limiting yourself to the creative bounds of this story. Kishimoto also tells us there is one more way to become an Otsutsuki, which is through eating the chakra fruit. Okay, we learn in the Boruto manga directly from Ishiki that the Otsutsuki's chakra fruit, the eating of the chakra fruit gives them a genetic update of everything that's ever lived on the planet. And if Code eats the chakra fruit now, he will become a new Otsutsuki, okay? Now, let's jump into who and what the Otsutsukis are, right? Because who they are and what they do directly ties into the divine tree and the chakra fruit. So if you jump into Boruto chapter 45, right? Flip through your Boruto Bible for me real quick. Boruto chapter 45. Amado explains to us who and what the Otsutsukis are, right? So he tells us that the Otsutsuki are invaders from another world. Put simply, they're just troublesome aliens. They have but one goal: to devour the life of the entire planet. So they need to eat a planet. They achieve this via extremely annoying gardening. They plant the 10 tails, it becomes the divine tree, and they get their fruit, bro. So the divine tree, its roots grow deep, reaching every corner of the planet. Then it absorbs the chakra from all life living on that world. It is the exact same plan as the infinite Tsukiyomi. Amado is telling us this, not me, bro. So when Madara initiated infinite Tsukiyomi, right? And then the roots of the divine tree spread across the whole planet, wrapping everybody up, and then started absorbing all their chakra, bro. That is the process of creating a chakra fruit. Every Otsutsuki does this. This is the creed of the Otsutsuki, right? Now, the critical part comes after that. So we get back to Amado's dialogue and stuff. He says that the critical part comes after you plant the divine tree. Once the divine tree finishes absorbing everything, it'll bear a large fruit, the chakra fruit. Now, the chakra fruit is a cluster of tremendous energy and genetic data. By devouring it, the Otsutsuki are able to continuously update themselves, and this is how their species evolves. This is Amado basically fleshing out who and what the Otsutsukis are. So when Hagoromo says that, yeah, it's not too far off to say that she's an alien and that she comes from some faraway place in pursuit of the chakra fruit, Amado expands it more and basically simplifies. And he says, yeah, infinite Tsukiyomi is something all Otsutsukis do. They all come to planets trying to eat the chakra fruit because they need a planet to sacrifice in order to survive and genetically update and evolve themselves. That's just what they do. And then we learn from an Otsutsuki directly why, okay? We learn from Ishiki as he talks to Code with his dying wishes, basically parting the Otsutsuki's will and the Otsutsuki creed onto Code. He tells Code that he needs to take Kawaki or Boruto, consecrate either of them to the 10 tails, and then cultivate a divine tree. Once you do that, procure the chakra fruit that the divine tree bears. It is the crystallization of a planet's life. It shall contain everything. A record of all life that's ever lived and died on this planet, including myself. Eat the chakra fruit and upgrade yourself, Code. Do that and you yourself will become a new Otsutsuki. So we learn directly from Ishiki that the chakra fruit is the crystallization of a planet's genetic code. Anything that's ever set foot on the planet, whether alive or dead, right? Its data is stored within the chakra fruit. It contains everything. And when you eat it, you will receive an upgrade. All of those genetic updates, bro, making you an Otsutsuki. So now when we revisit Naruto chapter 600 whatever, where we learn Hagoromo definitely was pregnant, or Kaguya was definitely pregnant with Hagoromo when she ate the chakra fruit. All of this crystallized data that is the world's data, this Otsutsuki fruit, was eaten by Hagoromo in his development stages, bro. So my man is like an embryo or whatever, a zygote, whatever stage he is, bro. And then gets introduced to the genetic data of the world, bro, becoming a new Otsutsuki. So this theory basically speculates that since Kaguya was pregnant while she ate the fruit, which Otsutsukifies the people that eat it, Hagoromo, being 50% Otsutsuki, is thrown out of the window now. Hagoromo and Hamura received the power of the chakra fruit, confirmed in the Naruto manga. The Ten Tails went on a rampage trying to reclaim its fruit, and it attacked both of them. Kaguya purposefully weaponized the Ten Tails to reclaim the chakra that they stole from her when she ate the fruit. That's how she views it now after their betrayal. Okay, so the chakra fruit mutation theory suggests that Hagoromo and Hamura, since Kaguya ate the fruit while pregnant, are actually full-on Otsutsukis, because the chakra fruit is stated to be one of the few ways you can become a new Otsutsuki. Now, if that is the case, that changes the game for everything. That's why it says it has huge ramifications for the story moving forward. It doesn't change how strong Hagoromo was back then, because we saw how strong he was, but it changes how we view Naruto, Indra, Ashura, Sasuke, Hashirama, Madara. It changes how we view Hagoromo's children and the lineage of the Otsutsuki clan of the moon and everything. So, let me know what you guys are thinking about this theory, considering all the information we have about Boruto's manga and the chakra fruit and how that affects Hagoromo within the Naruto manga, okay? The chakra fruit mutation theory was brought to us by one of you guys in the community, so if you have your own theory, drop it down below. Trust me, I read every comment, you guys. Unless you guys are talking trash or whatever, then, you know, I'm reading everything. And do me a favor, like up the video if you made it to the end. It really helps push this out to everybody else that likes Boruto, Naruto content. Subscribe to the channel if you made it to the end and you haven't already. I've been your man's the Grass Ninja, man. Do me a favor. Relax. Take a break. Have a nice day. Drink a soda. Peace.